Kabbalist by the name of the Holy Lion, or Rabbi Isaac Luria. He was basically studying Egypt on the Nile, and then he moved to Israel, to the northern part of Israel. His name is Rabbi Isaac Luria, and he's the one who revealed most of those secrets. So, for example, when people are thinking about themselves when they're making love, just the physical body, how they can enjoy, it's taken away from the baby, because you cannot just think about the flesh and the body. You want, of course, to enjoy it, have fun, love, but spiritually, in the same time that you have the physical body, enjoy that sexual togetherness. You want to feel like you're bringing the soul down into a body. Even there is no body yet, because the sperm and the eggs is just being created. Try to imagine that there is a menu of soul in heaven, and you press on what baby you want. Try to imagine that. And just by the quality of the intercourse, define what child you're going to have. So,
okay, he's just blowing my mind, because that's just unbelievable. I mean, let's face it. If you really think about it, the quality of your intercourse has a chance to define what type of child you're going to bring into this world. That means that you have to be really conscious in the act of making love. So you're trying to tell me that I got to think all these things while I'm having sex?
I mean,
that's not really being
you don't
in the
have
moment.
to.
But that's not being in the moment. I mean, you're taking me out of the moment because you're making me go into my head.
You don't have to, but the little problem here is later on, you will realize that the kids you have to deal with are kids that didn't been injected enough love. Because what is love? A lot of time, people define love as something that gives them joy. Love is how can I give joy to the other person. Love is equal giving and sharing.
Absolutely.
So a lot of my friends say, I love fish, so that's why I kill it. So the word love, a lot of time associate with taking, not with giving. So when people make love, it's not about did I have my fun or orgasm or whatever I want to have fun with. It's about can I make sure that my partner have the pleasure and your partner think, can you have the pleasure? You're both not thinking about yourself. You're releasing yourself for what I call body consciousness. It's not about the body consciousness anymore. It's about the soul. Through that, you're tapping into a place of the soul, because the body itself is basically, it's a technology of receiving. The body needs to survive. The soul express sharing, love, joy. When you bring two of them together, it's beautiful. So during the time of intercourse, that's the first aspect of the soul.
So let me just
please
make sure that I understand that correctly. So really what you're trying to say is that by the act of sharing in the act of intercourse and truly focusing on the other person and not focusing on ourselves and not doing it just for our own pleasure, but really actually making sure that we connect with the other person, that we create a bond and a union. And in that moment, that bond and the union is on the frequency of love.
Yes.
And if you are on the frequency of love, then that is going to be the frequency of the soul that you're bringing in to the world. Is that? Am I understanding you correctly so far?
You're more than correct. You are absolutely ready.
So tell me, why doesn't that being taught to people? Why are we not all finding out that we actually need to be less selfish, even in the act of sex, even in the act of making love? There is selfishness. There is people that want to harm other people. What is it that you, as a spiritual teacher, let's be honest, why do you know anything about sex? Why are you the one that's going to tell me how I can live a peaceful life in a sexual way with my wife? How does that work? Why do you know?
Why do I know?
Why do you know?
You didn't know. Okay. I mean, you first ask a good question. How come people don't know about it? So the short version of the answer is, I don't know. That's the short version. The second answer for that is the knowledge is out there for thousands of years. I advise people at this time when the wife is pregnant for the husband to be very understanding. Even the hormones, they're going a little bit bananas. So the husband at that time has to either move away or be there, to support the best he can. And the reason I say the best he can, because a lot of time in a relationship, I see that the man have no idea what he need to do, and the woman expect the man to do everything he need to do.
Well, it's not like a book that was written that's going to tell you what to do in the first trimester. I mean, honestly, how am I supposed to know? Seriously, how am I supposed to know?
Well, you continue to make love without the body. So if you make love without the body, you can use words, you can use touch, you can use gift, you can say something, because we are talking about only women can be like God. I mean, men cannot be like God.
Because we can't give life.
Exactly.
Okay.
They are the only one who create. Basically, women can create. Men cannot create. I mean, if it's up to a man to give birth, I think we're not going to have a lot of humans.
No, I don't. I think you're right. I don't think anything is going to happen. Yeah.
The men will panic,
Yes.
and they say, you know what? Let me think about it. I remember my last experience. Forget about it. And you see that it's almost like women forgot what was the last experience, and they go for the next baby, and because they have within them a system to give life, to give birth, which is unbelievable. So the pregnancy that happening for 9 months or so, it's basically the time that the baby is getting not just the physical part of the body, is the book of the Zohar, written 2,000 years ago, right? That all the secret that exists in our entire universe is sharing within the baby. As a fetus, of course, before he's becoming a baby, is shared within the baby while his mother carrying him.
So the baby inside the stomach of the child
Yes, yeah.
knows all the secrets of the universe.
All the secret.
So at some stage, birth happens and we forget everything.
Exactly.